It's Week 15 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He should be one of his quarterbacks.
Set to go now on a prototypical rainy northwestern afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with a run by Miller. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw is Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt for New Orleans. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. This is taken at the 23. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second and 5. Catch made by Slayton. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. The Seahawks at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down. Now you look at this Saints defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Saints offense and Chris Olave getting set to take over once more. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw there is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd down, here's Mason. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. They'll run for it with Mason. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jordan Mason, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mechie, the man in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
In motion right, Olave. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Rodgers now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So Having there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Back to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
White now to return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown.
Still first
now
down.
they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Blake grouping now for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
In motion, Slayton. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
Automatic
And I
first
know
down.
fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Alex Singleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9. Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. For him on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Street. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Come on. Set. Set. Hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Chris Olave, a 22-yard touchdown ground. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Groupie able to add the PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll go again with Mason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. He'll find Metcalf. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, the focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
In motion left goes a tight end. To throw is Rodgers. Short throw, it's Higbee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. And you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, here comes Mason. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Go.
2nd and 4. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers setting up the screen for Miller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he... that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. A quick throw complete to Washington. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On the give, it's Mason. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mason on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left. They call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Mason. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. There he goes left side. Still going. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They're going to look to throw. He's got it at the 15. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
On the run is Mason. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They run it with Mason. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A fun, close ball game.